picking up on some of these amazing, amazing offers that we have for you. I have been personally very, very excited for this next one because my family, we are Polish, we are Slovak, Czechoslovakian. I mean, we are Eastern European as you can get. And so kielbasa is something that I have had since I was an infant. I can always remember it being around our house. In fact, last week when I was home for Christmas, we had a big plate of it, and that was our little appetizer that we had before our Christmas meal. And so we are bringing here 3 of our 14-ounce premium pork kielbasas to you. These are going to be amazing. If you've never had a kielbasa before, it is so fantastic because it is packed with flavor. And it is going to be the hit of your holiday. If you put it out for a holiday, it's going to be the hit of just your little afternoon snack. There's so much that you can do with this. Personally, I love it on pierogies. But to help walk us through everything, we are going to bring in Patrick Konopelski with us. And the name Konopelski, I feel like I'm back home. My last name is Sachoka. I feel like you and we can actually pronounce each other's last names.
How's it going?
Nice to see you, Patrick. Well, I am so grateful for you bringing this here because I truly do feel like I am going back home. My family's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, a very big Polish family that's up there. Tell us a little bit about your story and what you've brought us here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the story begins with my grandfather, Louis Konopelski. There he is, with his day's work of making kielbasa. And then the second generation, my father, along with his uncle, Frank Konopelski, making kielbasa. Wow. And then I'm third generation, and I am proud to show off our new photo. It's in color. That's me and my son, Ryan, third and fourth generation.
Wow.
So we are here making kielbasa in Reading, Pennsylvania, not too far from,
not at all,
from you guys. Yeah.
Wow. And so what we're getting today is 3 of our 14-ounce pork kielbasa. Can we see what one of those packages look like? Because it's big.
Absolutely. Yeah. So 3 of those. And this is our Krakowska kielbasa. This is something we make for the holidays, for Christmas and Easter. As you know, kielbasa is very, very important to have on the table.
Yep.
For Christmas and Easter. So this is our Kielbasa Krakowska. If you're familiar with kielbasa, it's a sausage, kielbasa and sausage. That's the translation in Polish. And Krakowska is traditionally a larger diameter sausage, almost like a ring bologna, and it's cut a little bit thicker. But what we've done is we've taken our Krakowska recipe and we put it in the kielbasa form so that it's a little more versatile. You can have it on sandwiches, have it on the charcuterie board, cook it up for breakfast, and so on.
Well, that's the thing. With kielbasa, you could do so much. If you want to mix it with pierogies, that's my personal favorite way to do it. If you want to put it on that charcuterie board, it's fantastic. If you want to use this to maybe mix in with on top of grits or with eggs in the morning, it really is great. Kielbasa is that every meal that you truly can use it with. We started with over 1,000 of these. We have less than 100 to go around right now, and it has been popular in this show. So Patrick is bringing us what truly is from his family, 3 generations, actually 4 generations now of creating kielbasa. And the one that you're getting here today is almost resembling a ham. Isn't that right? It's more of a sweeter profile?
Correct. It is a little more mild than our original kielbasa. And this is actually cold, and you can see how lean it is. It's almost like eating a nice piece of ham, right? It has very little fat. It is a very clean label kielbasa, no nitrates, no MSG, gluten-free. So if you're looking for a healthier version of kielbasa, Krakowska is the way to go. If you want to do that.
Patrick, I'll tell you, growing up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, everybody has their favorite butcher shop that they'll go to, their favorite meat shop. And for me, it was Kutsov's. That was the spot that I was always go to. But they closed down. They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
And where I live, there's no Polish people nearby where I'm at. So I'm not able to get the food that I grew up with. And maybe you at home, you're in the same way, where you want to be able to bring home that Polish Ukrainian. You want to be able to bring home that delicacy that you grew up with, that maybe your grandma would serve at the table. That's why we have this here for you today. That's why it's been so popular with less than 100 of these that remain. I do not want you to wait and miss out on your opportunity. We are now down to our final 70. We already just lost another 30 from our update a minute ago. So 1-800-500-7590 is the phone number. I will tell you, Patrick, when I would bring friends over to Scranton, up from Westchester when I was in college, they would go over and see Uncle Paul. Now, my Uncle Paul is the hit of like the family. It's 7 kids. Uncle Paul's the baby of the family. He's the one that everybody wants to go see because you go to Uncle Paul's house, you get a beer, you take a shot, and then you open up some kielbasa and you start eating. And it's like the perfect afternoon. And Uncle Paul is known to always go out and find the best kielbasa out there. And it's become like his MO, right? It's what he's known for. For anybody that I would bring home from school to come over and visit, Uncle Paul would always give them the here's the rundown on kielbasa. You've never had it before. Let me tell you about what that is. So I want to turn it over to you, Patrick. For everybody watching that's never had it, what is kielbasa?
All right. So, and every family needs an Uncle Paul, no doubt about it.
For sure.
So if you like bacon, if you like ham, okay, because this is a smoked product. It is a pork product, fully smoked. We use cherry wood smoke, 7-8 hour process. Say you're going to have breakfast in the morning. You want something different. You're tired of bacon. You would pull the kielbasa out of the fridge, slice it up, throw it in the pan, grill it up a little bit. Excellent. Doesn't make a mess. You know, the mess with bacon, it's not as expensive as bacon. You pour half that down in the trash can. It is very versatile. You can use it breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. And, it goes great with beer. If you like beer, kielbasa, it's a great partner, beer and cheese.
That's
it is something, like you said, Uncle Paul would go out to the local butcher shop. But, Konopelski's in Reading, we used to have 2 corner grocery stores. They're now closed. Like many Polish butcher shops, they're not around anymore. So where my grandfather and my father sold kielbasa in the grocery stores, we now sell online in places like QVC.
Wow.
And we're able to bring Konopelski's Corner Polish grocery store to anywhere in the country thanks to QVC.
Well, I love, just even the last name. You got the perfect last name, Konopelski. It is that perfect, what is Slovak?
No, it's Polish.
You're Polish.
Yeah,
okay, so Polish.
Yeah. I'm Polish, Ukrainian, and then my mom was Italian. So kind of got the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's less than 4 dozen of these to go around at this point now. There's only less than 4 dozen people that are going to be able to take advantage of bringing this at home. 1-800-500-7590 is the phone number to call. I will tell you that being able to be here on QVC and present this, I kind of feel like I'm being able to share like a piece of my family heritage with you. I'm so thrilled that Patrick is here because it's Patrick's family. It's not mine. It's his. But my
We're all
family,
one big happy family. Come on.
That's exactly it. Like when you get to bring home a kielbasa that is just perfection, one that generation after generation after generation has adored and has fallen in love with, there is something that is so special about that you stick with it. It's the reason why I mentioned like the butcher that we would go to, the meat shop that my family went to. My great-grandma went to it. My grandma went to it. My dad went to it. He introduced it to me, and I wish that I could introduce it to my future children, but they're not there anymore. And so the fact that we have this generational family that's adapted with the times and now brings right here to QVC this amazing heritage, this amazing tradition of kielbasa to you is amazing, but it's last call now. These are...
And I got to give a shout out to QVC for supporting the small businesses, right? When you go to a supermarket, you see the national brands of kielbasa, which and I know is not really kielbasa, right? It's some version of kielbasa.
Correct. Yes, it's not what you would get.
If you've only eaten kielbasa from a supermarket that has a name that's not Polish, it's probably not real authentic kielbasa. A lot of those are using liquid smoke and a lot of fillers. this is the real deal. This recipe came from Poland. When Louis came over from Poland, he was a butcher, or he worked as a butcher for a Polish butcher in Poland and brought the recipe over.
Well, Patrick, I am so sorry to cut you off, but we sold out. They're gone.
That's great.
I am
I will mention also on QVC.com is our original kielbasa.
Okay.
If you go to the website. So you might not be able to get any Krakowska, but we still have our original.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much for bringing this here to us. I want to come visit Reading, PA now, Patrick. I want